welcome to the very first match in the Metroid Prime Tournament Top 8 for 2021. Today we have Interslice versus TheGingerChris, and the preset today is we have a couple runners agreements. It's basically normal tournament settings, but with filler wave busters and shuffled elevators two-way. I think it's checked. Yeah, two-way between areas. So we're starting in Magmore Caverns. We also have random start. Starting with Grapple Beam, Wave Beam, and X-Ray Visor. So, looks like we are in Workstation. Don't really where this lift goes. We'll see. And Chris is resetting. I'm not sure why. Okay, that's Space Jump. We are just below Root Cave. Okay, it looks like Interslice is going for the Root Cave check right away using the X-ray visor. That is the missile launcher, yeah. And do they want to do Arbor Chamber? That could be risky. We don't have Morph Ball, we don't have bombs. That could mean a soft lock if it's not done properly. Okay, that was a missile expansion. Meanwhile, Chris is catching up, climbing Root Cave just now. So, at the landing site, doing alcove real quick. That's thermal, okay. We're all set for Essence, at least. Yeah, visors are a lot more optional in Prime 1 than they are in Prime 2. Okay, checking the Artifact Temple. I didn't see what that was at the bottom. Okay, that's Morph Ball. So now we can also check behind the ship. I don't think anyone has peeked. Chapel of the Elders, Shore Tunnel, Storage Cavern. Okay, so I didn't read all of them. Somewhere in Magmore. I'll take a better look with Chris here. Okay, that is an early ice beam, which is definitely welcome. So, if the artifacts are easy, we should have a go mode. It's probably gonna be like phase on a plasma bomb in crash site. Yeah, they started with 3 items. Seeing the preset, they had a minimum of 1 starting item and a maximum of 3. The game gave them 3. And starting in Workstation was actually pretty lucky because of that, they got Wave as a starting item, which is one of the most important items in the game for exploration. So the artifacts are Lava Lake, Fiery Shores, Fendrana Canyon, Chapel of the Elders, Shore Tunnel, and the 6th one, I think, was what was it? I don't even remember anymore. Yeah, the nothings as of Randomania 3.2 are now Metroids. Okay, that was a very early phase on suit. Yeah, so having Metroids be the nothing items helps a lot with what would happen in previous versions where people would often get confused about whether what they saw was a nothing or a suit, especially the commentators. You'd have to check twice, but now if you see a suit model, you can rest assured it's absolutely going to be a suit. Okay, that was very early validation. We have filler wave busters, not flamethrowers, so that's the only flamethrower in the seed. Which means Interslice has been validated. And it looks like Chris is going back down into Magmore. Plasma beam in gallery tunnel. Wow, that's a quick seed. I think we have everything for final bosses. We just need the artifacts. So this is a really weird one. Yeah, Magmore is already pretty much completely explorable. However, we have, I think, one or two. Yeah, we have two artifacts in Fandrana, so we have to find one one lift that goes there, at least one. There are two in Arbor Chamber, so Interslice will probably try to see where this one goes. Okay, that was Varia in Workstation, which is pretty lucky because Workstation isn't heated. It's one of the very few rooms in Magmore that aren't heated. And Interslice is trying Basket. Okay, that didn't take many attempts. And checking the next lift. Hopefully it goes somewhere useful. And it goes to Phazon Mines. Great, let's go. So, we're in PPC, which unfortunately means we can see what's behind the wall here, but we can't guess it because we don't have power bombs. Okay, that's a missile. Yeah, Chris is running really low on health. Interslice only has 2 E-tanks, but Chris doesn't have any, which is, yeah. And Chris is at main quarry, which I'm not sure if it's going to play out well for him or not. Interslice has chosen to retreat back to Talon. Don't know if they want to do Frigate. I don't think so. They're probably just going back. And of course we don't have Boost Ball and we don't have Patience, so we have to do Reverse Bar Skip here, which is even harder than the normal version. Oh yeah, and you do need Boost to do Frigate backwards, so it's very time consuming. Okay, that's 1 E-tank for Chris. Feeling a bit safer. Poor Grapple Beam. Like, you know nobody wants it when people are literally just R-jumping instead of using the grapple points just by having it. Ah. What's in Vault? Is that a power bomb? That is a power bomb, okay. It's an expansion, but it's very much welcome. So, with one power bomb to our name, at least we can actually open up a few things. And that was nothing on grapple ledge. Actually, on vault ledge. I didn't see grapple ledge, actually. Okay, so the last location for the artifact was a storage cavern. Yeah, expansions work just like the main power bombs. You simply only get one instead of getting four like the main power bombs. Though logic does require the main item in order for the player to actually be counted as having that. So, like, you can get a missile expansion and still be able to use missiles unless the seed is specifically made so you need the main item. And you can use missiles, but the point where the game actually expects you to be able to use missiles from there is wherever the missile launcher is. Same thing for power bombs. You can still use expansions, but the game only expects you to use power bombs from the point where it puts the main item, and that is Spider Ball. Oh yeah, and in the vanilla game, you do need to pick up the item in Central Dynamo to be able to open up Phase and Elite. But Randomizer has a specific setting to disable that, so you can just do it right away. And it is always on in these seeds. I don't know a single person who would leave that off. Okay, that's more E-tags for Chris. Definitely welcome. So, Chris hasn't gotten Phase on yet, which could be really bad for him. Faison was in what's the room called? Tower chamber. Yeah. Okay. Interslice gets Varia now. Yeah, no one's using grapples. Interslice does have grapple beam. Not sure why the tracker doesn't have it. The tracker might have just forgotten. It's okay. It's easy to miss things. misclicked. It's okay. So, Chris doesn't have power bombs yet, which is a bit of a disadvantage when you're passing through Magmore, because it does have a number of points where you do need power bombs. Yeah, for example, this tunnel. Yeah. So, I'm thinking Interslice might go to Interslice might go to Storage Cavern in a bit. Unless this lift goes somewhere interesting, which it doesn't. And yes, that is Spider Ball for Interslice. So I'm thinking the way to Fandrana might be in Farchozo. I'm betting on Farchozo. Both. If it's both, that's definitely mean, but I mean, it could happen. Well, there's one lift in Talon we haven't checked, which is hopefully not going to be it. Yeah, there's also the one in Workstation that's locked by power bombs. But we don't logically have power bombs, so I don't think that's very likely, unless power bombs are hidden somewhere deep in mines or something. Okay, this one goes to Shorelines. It's always Magmore. It's a real shame for Chris, honestly. Like, Interslice is practically done. a powerbomb expansion in Central Dynamo. That's funny. That's what you call comedy. That's comedy right there. Yeah, I'm sure Chris will be very happy to have at least one bomb here. Seeing as it's really important to finish the seed. I wonder what mains are. Because mains, like, power bombs are required to finish the seed. So I wonder what mains ended up. Yeah, because of logic, main power bombs can't be in magma pool. It could be past that, could be like in training chamber access or in training chamber, but like nothing else really. Infinite speed is allowed in this particular race, so I'm not sure at that point. I mean, allowed doesn't mean it's like doesn't necessarily mean it's in logic. I don't think infinite speed being allowed means it's also in logic. You do need no, actually you don't. Never mind me. So I think that's almost it for Interslice, yeah. That's the 5th artifact of 6. Yeah, it's never considered in logic. Yeah, main power bombs can be a magma pool if power bombs aren't required to complete the seed. In this case, they are, so they can't. Chris is doing a lot of unnecessary stuff here, which is a shame. Okay, that's the last artifact for Interslice. I do believe they are in go mode now. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping to get an advantage by going out of the way, but yeah, no. Unfortunately, it's just not happening. Like, that's the main like thing everyone does when racing against like Interslice, Uncle Reggie, people like them. Like they always go like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do the least obvious things, so I do it differently from them. But like seriously, it's most likely to be the most obvious stuff. So just do it. Like I could just do the same. Just do that. Just route the same way. You're just gonna end up killing your run. Yeah, the seed screams go there, and people don't go there just because Interslice is going there. Like, of course Interslice is going there. That's what the seed is telling you to do. So, yeah, time for final bosses without supers. We only have a flamethrower. And yeah, night boost means we have to fight Ridley the normal way, which is horrible, very time consuming, but have to do it. So, I don't think Chris is going to recover, like, ever. So, yeah. So, in the top 8, we have this particular structure where we have typical tournament progression, and we also have losers rounds. We are going to have 2 matches. We're going to have 2 matches at first. After the first 4 main matches, we're going to have 2 more with the losers of the first 4. So the first one of these is, at this point, most likely to feature Chris alongside the loser of the next race. Then, like, the losers of 1, 2, 3, and 4 are gonna be split in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. They're gonna have races together. Then we'll have the main races 7 and 8. And then the losers of those are gonna race against the winners of the first losers round in 2 more races. Then we'll have the winners of the main races in race 12. In race 11, we have the winners of the losers rounds. In the losers round 4, we have the loser of main race 12. It's it's a bit complicated to explain. Like, I'm doing a bad job at explaining it, I'm sure. So then in the finals, we'll have the winner of the semi-finals, so the winner of race 12 of the losers round 4. And if necessary, we can have a 15th final race, which is basically just a rematch of the 14th. So yeah, basically the winner is the only one who doesn't lose 2 races. That's it. Okay, so the 15th race is only done if the person from losers beats the one from winners, which doesn't sound that fair, but I guess that's how it works. Doing the math, basically, if, for example, Chris wanted to win the entire tournament, he would have to, after this loss, win a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. That's hard. 6 times in a row. Worst case scenario. Best case scenario for the winner is to win 4 times in a row, which is still not that easy. But the interesting thing about this kind of stuff is that, like, yeah, winning 5 or 6 times in a row is very, like, it sounds very impossible, but in the end, someone's going to do it. Like, I remember I heard about a similar thing where, like, if you had an enormous tournament of, like, rock, paper, scissors, you would have to win so many times in a row, but as impossible as it sounds, someone would do it. Okay, Chris is about to get Phazon suit, which is unfortunate. Like, I'm sorry, Chris. Yeah, all Chris has to do really is sneakily unplug his opponent's controller. It's that easy. Like, come on, Chris. Show us what you're really made of. Just see, what you have to do is, like, get your opponent fired from their job so they can't play anymore because they have more important stuff going on, and so you'll win by default. That's really it. You just have to sabotage their life. Okay, and Interslice is fighting Essence, which is going to take a couple minutes. This might be a sub 45 seed if this goes really well. Like, if this one fight goes really well. Yeah, I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that message. Yeah, just unplug Interslice's Wii. Just go over there and, like, blindfold them, break their television. It's that easy. Like, honestly, how are you losing right now, Chris? So Interslice used the one powerbomb they had, and Chris forgot. No, actually no, he didn't. WarioWare Wii's manual recommends unplugging other players' controllers. What? What would Wario do? Oh, right. That sounds about right. Well, I mean, if WarioWare Wii is played with Wii remotes, then it's not unplugging, it's removing the batteries. But then again, if you remove the batteries, they might notice. Well, GG for Interslice, finishing with a time of 43:43. Chris forfeits, so either of them can join us. Oh, GameCube. Okay, yeah. Then yeah, you can unplug the controllers, unless they're using the Wavebird controller. In which case, you have to sneakily change the radio frequency on the receiver. So, I don't think Interslice is going to join us here, but Chris might. I'm going to ask him. Okay, so Chris hadn't gotten an invite for some reason, but I sent him one, so he should be on his way. Oh, there's also Interslice.
Hello.
Hello to both of you. GG.
GG.
That was a seed.
Yeah, it was quick, but only if you happen to do everything correctly.
Yeah, like I should have checked the frigate crash site elevator. I checked the item and backed out. But even with it being a Chozo elevator, I was like, this kind of feels weird. I don't know if I would have gone into it anyway, knowing where Varia was and kind of been able to route forward in a sense.
Okay, when you started the seed, did you drop down immediately and look at Varia?
Yeah, I dropped down, saw the Varia, reset back up, and went and checked the elevator.
I figured you might do that. I didn't do that. I just went straight into the elevator because I knew it's kind of hard to get out.
So that's why you reset at the beginning. Right.
Yeah, you can't get out without bombs or space jump when it comes down to falling down there, and you don't.
I think you can with a really bad scan dash, but yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
If it's a really bad scan dash, then it might actually be quicker to just reset.
Probably.
Do you find main PBs at all along the way?
No, I just got the one PB in Vault. What's funny is I took that elevator right to Upper Great Tree Hall right away. Did bar skip, went into the PPC elevator, then realized I don't have power bombs and I had to turn around, so that wasted like 4 minutes.
I double dipped the front of mines a little bit because I took the Varia route through Magmoor. I came across the main quarry elevator, dipped in, checked main quarry, and checked storage depot B. Then backed out, continued through Magmoor, got a spider ball, went back, went down to Dynamo, and that's where I got my first power bomb expansion. So I kind of wasted a bit of time that way.
Yeah, I didn't check the Talon Canyon elevator when I went through there, so I kind of figured that would go to Chozo at some point, so my main plaza elevator was probably in Logic. But then I decided to, just save warp back, just check that Magma workstation item. It turns out that wasn't the way back.
Yeah, because the main plaza elevator was never logical in the front door. You're only ever exiting out there.
Yeah, well, I just figured that the Talon Canyon would lead to like somewhere in back Chozo or something.
Yeah.
Logic.
Actually, I can't remember where it was now. Was that? Oh, it was Monitor Station, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You were supposed to go through there.
You had to go.
You were supposed.
Logically.
You were supposed to go into Magmoor, grab your Varia, go back into Talon, go into Monitor Station to get the spider. That's what was being asked of you, I think.
I think you had. Did you find gravity anywhere?
I found gravity, yeah. That was on Zoid.
Okay.
Because I ended up doing Chozo back to front because of the way I came in.
I think what you're supposed to do is immediately go to Talon because get your space jump and bombs and stuff.
Yeah.
And then go just run through Bagmore that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all there.
Well, what a jet seed to start off the top 8, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very quick.
Is that
So-
the fastest of the tournament so far? I wonder.
I'm not sure.
Let me see.
It might be. I think Reggie had a match that was maybe somewhere around the same times, somewhere around like maybe 45, 46.
Reggie had a 44:53, so I beat him. Ha!
Ah.
Like, sub 45, like, I think your official time was what, 44:33?
43.
44:34? Like, the restream says 43:43. Race time says 44:34. So, yeah.
Timings are all over the place when it comes to race time because you've got the different platforms to view it on.
Yeah.
But no, GG's.
GG indeed.
But yeah, that was the first match of the top 8. So that's how things are going to go.
Hopefully not. I hope people actually get like a chance to see and kick around for a bit because that is like a fairly quick one.
This is like a mini episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now, like, if Interslice wants to win this tournament, you just have to win 3 more matches in a row, and if Chris wants to, you have to win 6 in a row.
I'm in the losers bracket. Let's go, baby! I knew I was going to end up here.
Hey,
Yeah,
maybe
so-
we'll get a rematch later.
It'd be nice. 3 matches in the overall tournament. I look forward to that.
So we'll be seeing Interslice in race number 8 against either Dino Pony or Elias Thompson, and Chris in race number 5 against either Digglerath or Gunnet.
Out of curiosity, would I go in at 5? I think I'm in 6.
Yeah, he's in 6.
Because I dropped down to the lower bracket of the losers round 1.
So he'll be facing.
Oh right,
loser of
I'm
Dino
sorry.
Elias.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah, you're with either Dino Pony or Elias.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. What this does mean is that I can go and make myself dinner. It's not too late, thankfully. It's not the 10 p.m. I was potentially expecting.
Well, if Interslice happens to then lose race number 8, you'll end up in race number 10 against the winner of losers 1 and 2. So you might be with any among Uncle Reggie, Baha, Digglerath, Gunnert.
Yeah, that's weird how it starts to flip them, actually. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting.
It's a weird order to do things in.
I think it's mainly so that people in the top 8 don't end up facing each other so soon. So it's just to kind of flip who they compete against in their bracket. Because
maybe.
essentially, like, if Interslice was to go to round 2 in the winner's bracket and lose, and he dropped into the lower part of the loser's bracket where he would end up meeting me again so soon, kind of thing, potentially. I think it's just to make sure that doesn't happen as quickly as it could.
Yeah.
Why is there a Scandash meme on your
Why isn't there a Scandash
restream right
meme?
now?
Why isn't there? Do you not know the glory that is the scan visor? How dare you use it to explore the Talon 4 lore and pirate data? Yeet yourself across rooms real good. That's what it's for.
Like, if you use them very well, you can do some crazy stuff. Like, you can easily do Sand Canyon in Echoes without Screw Attack, just with Scandashes.
Yeah,
and space jump.
Yeah. But no, I'm gonna hop off, get myself some dinner and GG's Interslice.
Yeah.
GG,
Good luck in the next round against Dino or Elias, whoever that may be. And hopefully I get to see you somewhere down the line again.
Yeah. Looking forward to
And
the rest of
hopefully
the
you lose a race, so you end up in the losers. That's basically what you're saying.
No. What I'm saying is I climb out of losers into the winners bracket and face Interslice in the grand finals.
That
Don't
means,
you knock me down, Sean. Don't you knock me down. I'm climbing out of here.
that means 4 more. That means 4 races that you have to win in a
That
row.
means
So
toppling
be very
Diggle,
careful.
toppling
Be very
Uncle,
careful.
or Baha, or Gunner. Like, there's so many people in this top 8 that it is quite scary.
Yeah.
It's a good top 8.
Yeah. Anyways, GG, and I shall catch you another time.
Yep. See y'all.
Yeah. GG. Goodbye. Well, if that's it with you as well, Interslice, I think we can wrap this up.
Yep.
Well, then that was it. That was a very quick race. We are just now hitting the 1 hour mark, and we're already done. So, huge thanks to the runners for running, huge thanks to the viewers for viewing, huge thanks to Das Nasser for tracking, and yeah, check everybody out, and we'll see you next mission.
See ya.